This AntNaSiftee can Ant, Antna Karne Den Ant are the words of Nanak. It will give you infinite powers. It will give you victory. It will give you conquering intelligence. It's amazing. The same notes are in our American national anthem. The same notes are in this Pori of the infinity. Line by line, not a one line is more, not a one line is less.
AntNaSiftee kahanangde antna karne denangde antna veken sunangde antna jape kyaman mangde antna jape kita akare antna jape paide vaide antaka.
Okay, so we made this AntNaSiftee, right? And it has the right beat, has the right rhythm. It'll go in your head and play itself. That's what you need.
AntNaSiftee kahanangde antna karne denangde antna veken sunangde antna jape kyaman mangde antna jape kita akare antna jape paide vaide antakara kite.
If you take this AntNaSiftee and you play it enough, and it's how many lines is it? 12? Smart. It's not difficult to memorize it, right? But you play it when you're sleeping, and the science of sleeping with the mantra is you lie down and you chant it. You can whisper it or mentally, but it's kind of, if you move the lips, it's better. You chant it as you're falling asleep, and then you try to have the strength to keep chanting it as you're sleeping. So you should start chanting it in the dreams. If you wake up, you chant it. You don't use the bathroom or something, keep chanting it. Come back, lie down, keep chanting it. When you wake up, you pick up the chant, if you're not already chanting it. So the whole notion is that you want the mantra playing inside you 24/7. So once it has its own kind of loop, it's then sorting out the subconscious landscape, which you've been carrying karmic patterns from this life, samskara patterns from previous lives. It's arranging all of those in your favor. And those karmic and samskara patterns are broadcasting into the crown chakra and essentially downloading new things. So once I have a mantra in there, that what's being sent to the crown chakra is beneficial to me, doesn't work against me. Do we understand this concept?
This Pori of the Ant and our flag, our national anthem is absolutely, coincidentally happens to be the same, and this is the song of the infinity, and that is the song of the freedom and the victory.
At the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave
So what we are going to do is put it together and set the ball rolling for the freedom of the woman and for the grace of God, movement of woman, part of us. This body is through Guru Nanak came to you. It has these following powers. Whosoever perfect these words by uttering, by singing, by remembering, shall have a mastery on 5 tattvas, 3 gunas, and 8 chakras, 10 bodies, and infinity. I swear it is true.
Sound current, or the pattern of the sound, the pattern of the sound will put a certain pattern on your neurons. So you'll have now the ability to decode reality in a different way. You have ability to decode reality in a way that gives you sovereignty, which gives you rulership, right? So the king or the queen of the kingdom has to have, there's one kingdom, right? It's not all these different factions, because then it's not a kingdom if it's a bunch of factions fighting. So you can unify your own kind of thought pattern so it can project in a useful direction, and then have the magnetic strength not to get pulled into someone else's divisive kind of scattered, conflict-oriented point of view. So you have a unified, peaceful, harmonious, and the heart center is accepting of all expressions. That's what compassion is a flexibility to allow everyone to express themselves as part of creation and move everyone in a positive, creative, constructive direction. So AntNaSiftee gives you sovereignty. That guarantees happiness. What? Whoa. If I have sovereignty, which I have, and again, 2020, that's the next solstice, summer solstice we're coming to, is that 2 + 2 is 4, 4th chakra, heart center, right? And you have the Shunya point, which is a 0 point, you have it twice. So it's a very powerful moment. And that's the next cycle of consciousness we're preparing tonight to enter into that evolutionary current. So if I have this sovereignty, the sun and the moon, the reactive psyche, co-reactive psyche, projecting psyche, my individual psyche, I have sovereignty, guaranteed happiness. Happy person makes other people happy. You know, Joel's saying, right, hurt people hurt people. Unhappy people, you know, trying to find someone to share their misery. So this AntNaSiftee cuts out any negativity, it cuts out any insanity, it cuts out any pain, it cuts out anything that divides you from your own rhythmic, cosmic, harmonious current. It cuts out any curse. It breaks up everything that limits you.
This AntNaSiftee can Antna karne dena. It will give you infinite powers. It will give you victory. It will give you conquering intelligence. It's amazing.